What is up, guys? Arm here today, and today I have for you a video where we're going to be looking at one of the all-time favorites, the first things to do after level 55. Last time I put this video out was about 4 months ago, maybe? About 5 months ago, somewhere like that. Between 4 and 5 months ago. So a couple things have changed. Not too much, but enough to make it where I should make a new video on it and try and condense some of the stuff and knock down the video a little bit. So without further ado, I have a whole bunch of things I want to get through on this list over here I got in front of me. So let's get into it. First things after you hit level 55, the very first thing you should do is finish the story, all of the story quests that you have. So you're going to hit level 55 at chapter 8 or 9, depending on how many side quests you do, of Act 8. So you still have 11 quests left in that, and then you also have these orange quests over here on the side. So if you look at my menu here, you go to your quest letters and you look, you will see 3 different orange quests in here. What you're going to do is click on them, accept them, and you'll get the Fate of Oransu School quest line, the Emperor's Tomb quest line, and the Khan Vihar quest line. Knocking out those quest lines all the way up to their final quest that basically says go do the raid boss. So you can't do that one solo. You have to get a party, and you have to be very well geared to do those. But just the actual story quests themselves, you can knock those out. It'll take you up to Hongmoon level 8. Hongmoon level 8 is a nice breaking point because you can start splitting your stats up and getting different distributions in the Hongmoon points menu, which I'll show you in a second. But you're also going to get a whole bunch of gold and upgrade materials for completing these quests. There's really no point in not finishing them, so make sure you finish your quests before you think about doing anything PvP or player versus environment or dungeons or anything. Make sure you finish these quests. They're huge, huge boons to your character. Alright, so I just mentioned Hongmoon points, so then second thing I want to talk about is your Hongmoon point distribution. You have 3 different options as a new player with 20 points, or with 40 points. So as a new player, you're going to be HM8, so you're going to have 40 points remaining. I'm HM9, so I have 45 points, that's all. Your 3 options are, you can go 20 and 20. Into offense and defense. This gives you the maximum offense bonus and the maximum defensive bonus. If you see right here, you can see it 20 points. I'm getting attack power plus 40, and I'm getting HP plus 15,000 for my 20-20 split. So that is your best or your most like standard or typical breakdown. Now, if you are a bit more confident in yourself, not getting hit, and if you do get hit, you can regen it back. You can go 20 into offense, 10 into defense, and 10 into this health regen. This health regen stat is amazing. It gives you 2,000 in combat health regen for 10 seconds, and then has an 8-second cooldown. So as long as you don't get hit in those 8 seconds, you're always going to be healing. It is great, which is why if you're more confident in your ability to dodge things, 20, 10, and 10 might be a better distribution. It'll give you a bit more survivability. The final option is if you're like running a raid and you've never done this before, you're scared or don't know what's going on, you can go 10 into offense, 20 into defense, and 10 into health regen. This will give you a strong amount of health regen as well as survivability. It's a great survivability build and setup while not lowering your offensive powers too bad. It's a good breakdown of stats-wise. So those are my 3 recommendations for Hongmoon point distributions. If you don't know how to get to the Hongmoon point distribution menu, all you do is press P on your keyboard and make sure you click Hongmoon points. Super simple. Next thing we're going to talk about are Hollow's accessories. If you go ahead and talk to this lady right here, she is in Valindria. This is the town you get to in like Act 8, chapter like 15-ish, somewhere in that area. You talk to this lady, she's hanging out here at the end, and on her inventory you will see that she has Hollow's ring, Hollow's belt, Hollow's earring, Hollow's necklace, Hollow's bracelet, Hollow's gloves. These accessories are better than anything you will get for playing through the story, so you're going to want to make sure you pick these suckers up. They cost 60 Naryu silver total for all 6 of them. I think you get 70 Naryu silver just for playing through the story nowadays, so you'll have enough to purchase this as well as the next thing that I'm going to show you in a minute. If you do want to farm up Naryu silver though, if you're running low on Naryu silver, easy ways to get it are Celestial Basin. Each of the big bosses down there drops a Naryu silver every time. They take like 3 seconds to kill. You can do laps around there and just picking up Naryu silver. Another way you can go about doing this is by farming Naryu coins up, which are these little actual silver ones over here, and the Naryu coins you can go ahead and exchange for Naryu silver at any merchant. So it's an alternate way to pick those up, but I would recommend the Celestial Basin bosses since you'll be picking up peaches along the way, which is a nice little bonus. Anyway, pick up your Hollow's accessories. They are great little 1-point wonders. Next thing we're going to talk about is re-rolling your weapon to 6 slots. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, if you look at my weapon here, you see that I have 6 weapon slots. So these 6 weapon slots here, or 6 gem slots, I apologize. 6 gem slots. So with these 6 gem slots, I can put up to 6 gems in my inventory. Which is a nice little stat bonus. The reason why you want to put gems in your inventory or into your weapon is because it'll increase your weapon's damage overall. You know, it gives you more attack power, it gives you nice bonuses. We're gonna get into gems in a little bit here, more specifically, but generally you want to make sure you get your 6 slots. So to get your 6 slots, you're gonna need to go to a Naryu coin exchanger. The easiest one to find is located in Silverfrost Mountains up here in Grand Harvest Square, which is right here on the map. So I'm gonna fast travel there, and I will see you in a moment. Alright, so we've landed in Grand Harvest Square, and we're heading over to the Naryu Coin Exchange Merchant right now. He is hanging out right here next to the wheel. If we go ahead and talk to him, or her actually, and click on her, you'll see this light weapon chest and a dark weapon chest. Most of the time, for just about every class, you're going to want to go with the dark weapon chest. The exception that I can think of is the Earth Destroyer. The Earth Destroyer will go Seraph, which is why I have my Seraph accessory sitting out right there. Anyway, or my Seraph weapon. So anyway, go ahead and pick up your dark weapon chest or just light weapon chest, depending on whichever one. Dark is baleful, Seraph is light. Really, really simple. You're going to want to pick these up and you're going to open them. So I don't have any Naru Silver on me because I tried recording this video earlier and I'm dumb and I didn't hit the record button. So I already opened one. So there's my weapon that I got out of the chest. So basically what you want to do is you want to keep opening this weapon. As you can see, it's only got 4 slots on it. You want to keep opening this weapon until you pick up a 6-slot weapon. That's how I got my weapon here to 6 slots. The only other ways to get 6 slots are to waste a lot of your money on legendary gem hammers. You need 40 something of these suckers. And if we look at them, how much they cost, as you can see, there's 16 gold a pop. You need 40 something of them, so you're going to be spending over 1,000 gold to go with that route. So complete waste of money. You don't want to do that. The other way is to rely on RNGesus to take you to your 6 slots when you upgrade your weapon, which is also not viable. You could be sitting at Raven 9 with 4 slots and be hating your life. So this is the way to do it. Do it early as a new player. Make sure you get your 6 slots as soon as possible. As far as upgrading your weapon goes, so you've got your 6 slots. Pretend that this weapon has 6 slots before I start looking at it. You're going to see this menu when you click Manage Equipment. So what you do is you left-click on it, you click Manage Equipment. This is how you bring up your weapon upgrade every time. So I have a Seraph X, so you need to make sure you pick whichever weapon you have. So if you have like a Baleful Sword, you click Baleful. If you have a Seraph Dagger, you pick Seraph. You pick whichever one you have on this menu. So make sure you do that first, otherwise you'll be wasting a lot of time and a lot of money. Next, you need to decide whether you want to use your weapon path or your void fragment path. Previously, the void fragment path was always better. Now they balanced it so that the paths are basically exactly the same except for one stage. So if I click the search equipment upgrade paths and I go down to stage 6 to 7, the stage 6 to 7 upgrade for some reason, if you use void fragments, is 5 moonstones cheaper. Why? I don't know. So when you make that final upgrade from 6 to 7, make sure that you swap to the void fragment path for that one. Basically, though, to get the materials you need to make these upgrades, all you got to do is hover over it and it shows you exactly where to get it. So if you see up here in the top right where it's popping up, the Python axe that I need to make my next upgrade is Lair of the Frozen Fang. So just farm Lair of the Frozen Fang until you get your weapon that you need. Super simple. It's really, really easy. The items that you need down here to make the upgrade, like Flower of Lament, as you can see, pick that up at Avalanche Den, Lair of the Frozen Fang, Sogun's Lament, or Mushin's Tower. Easiest place to get it is Sogun's Lament. It drops 1 guaranteed every single time. Just a little side note for that one. But yeah, guys, so you just hover over the item. It shows you exactly where to get it. It's a great system for upgrading your weapon. And basically just work on upgrading your weapon as you see fit. Basically when you gather up all these materials down here is when it's time to make the upgrade. Don't try and buy these materials. It's a waste of money. Just, run dungeons, try and get a feel for your character, and pick up stuff along the way. It's a great, great way to gear your character. Okay, so we got our weapon upgrade, or we got our weapon, or 6 slots, we got our weapon upgrade. Next thing we're going to talk about are going to be the Hexagonal Gems. So Hexagonal Gems, if you click on Dragon Express and you click on Gems tab, you will see these Hexagonal Gems all available for 4 Hongmoon Gem Powders on this menu. So once again, Inventory, Dragon Express, at the bottom, Gem tab. Hongmoon Gem Powders you can purchase off the marketplace. It's by far the easiest way to pick them up. If you type in Gem Powder, you can go ahead and click it, and you can buy these suckers for usually around 20 gold on the NA server. I don't know what they run on the EU server. I apologize. But yeah, you can pick these suckers up. Go ahead and get yourself your gems. About 80 gold a piece for each of these hexagonal gems. These hexagonal gems, when you complete your full set of it, was going to net you roughly 40-something more AP, as well as some nice bonus stats compared to the square gems that you get just for playing through the story. So as far as priority for upgrading your gems, you're going to want to make sure you pick up your diamond, your aquamarine, your amethyst, and your ruby. These are the most important ones that you're going to want to get. Really, they are super, super critical. Next one is entirely up to you on what you want to get at this point. You can either go with the citron, the peridot, or the sapphire. I would recommend the peridot or the sapphire, simply because they give you bonus stats when you get an evade or a dodge, whereas the times that a boss is CC'd, not really as often as you would like in terms of playing the game. Boss fights, generally the bosses don't get CC'd until certain stages where you're supposed to be doing a mechanic anyway, so there's not a whole lot of time to be getting that bonus DPS, whereas the peridot is whenever you dodge, and the sapphire is whenever they dodge. So you get nice little bonus stats from those 2 gems. Final gem for your 6th gem slot is going to be actually from the Dragon Express. You're going to want to go to the second exchange tab, and you're going to use daily event currency or daily dungeon currency to pick up the square obsidian that goes along with your element. The reason for this is because it's basically a flat 2% DPS increase to your character instead of an AP bonus, so the flat 2% DPS increase is better. Just make sure you pick up the correct gem for your class. If you're a fire gunslinger, make sure you pick up the flame obsidian. If you are a lightning blade master, make sure you pick up the lightning obsidian. Just pick whichever one goes with your element that you're running as a character. Okay, and that is your 6 gems that you're going to be picking up for your character. So those are gems covered, hexagonal gems. But hexagonal gems themselves are going to sit you back about 440, 450 gold. So you're going to be at that for a little bit as a new player. But it shouldn't take you too long. Maybe a couple weeks, maybe a week and a half, somewhere in that area, just running dungeons. Daily dungeons do give you quite a bit of gold as far as that goes. Okay, so we have our hexagonal gems, we have our gem set slot, we have our 6-slot weapon we've been working on, so we're pretty well geared here as a new player. So next thing we're going to start looking at is pets and soul. Your soul upgrade isn't something you need to do for a while, so once again to get to the soul upgrade path, I went and clicked on it and clicked manage equipment. Your soul upgrade, the nice thing is that they changed it so the Soullock Soul, and this is really all I want to talk about, is that you can upgrade the Soullock Soul directly to the Hongmoon Energy Stage 4. Last time I made this video, that was not the case, so they've changed it, made it easier for newer players, and that's really the only thing I want to point out about this soul. Do not worry about your soul until you're starting to get yourself really, really geared. By really geared, I mean you're getting all your legendary accessories, you're getting your legendary Raven weapons, you're way up there in terms of gear. You don't want to be worrying about the soul. It's a money sink for 2 AP every time. It is not worth the upgrade cost as far as that goes. It's more of an incredibly late game upgrade. Alright, that's our soul. Next thing is our pet. Pet really isn't something you should focus on either. I mean, whenever there's an event going on that gives you pet pods, go ahead and pick up your pet pods so you can upgrade your soul. Or your pet, I apologize, but really there's only 2 stages that your pet gets any bonus at, and I have a video on this if you want a little bit more detail on it. Basically, it's at pet stage 3 you get bonus defense, and at pet stage 6 you get additional life regen whenever you get a critical hit. So you don't really need to worry too much about upgrading your pet. There's not much in it. Just get it to that stage 3 first, and then wait until you can get it up to stage 6 in one shot just from saving up materials or event items or things like that. It's nothing mission critical for playing through the story. Stage 3 is really nice with that 800 defense. It gives you like 6% damage reduction. But stage 6 you can wait a little bit on. So those are my advice on those. Nothing you really should prioritize upgrading as a new player. I just wanted to make a quick mention of it so you guys knew what was going on. Next thing I want to talk about are crafting guilds. The 2 crafting guilds that you should join if you are a new player is going to be Forge Keepers, because the Forge Keepers is the money-making guild. You can craft transformation stones from the Forge Keepers that you can go ahead and sell in the marketplace and make a couple gold every day. All you got to do is click a button, click the Forge, and then continue along with your life. Super simple. Next one to do is the Soul Wardens, because the Soul Wardens is the only way to get the late game, end game soul shield primers that you need to go ahead and upgrade your character to new heights or to amazing heights. It's not the only way. You can also purchase them off the marketplace for gold. Depending on the marketplace value, they actually might be better just to buy them off the marketplace, but Soul Wardens is still a nice guild, simply because you can craft the starting ones as a newer player relatively cheap and get yourself going, get yourself off to a good foot. If you want to know what soul primers are, I have a whole separate video on that. Go ahead and check it out on my channel. I'll try and put a link somewhere here for you. So you can go look at it. They're nothing you're going to worry about right now as a new player, but it's just something to pick up so you have it when you do have to get to that point in leveling your character. Alright, next thing, and we're almost done, are the legendary quests, or the late game quests, or the end of story quests. I don't know why I called them a legendary quest. If you go ahead and click J to get your quest letters, there's going to be a thing called Soullock's Might or Soullock's Warrior, and there's going to be 3 quests there. There's going to be a Dead Refuse to Die, Know Thine Enemy, and PvP oriented one. So if I go to my in progress quests and I go ahead and hit Soullock Warrior's Might, you see I have 2 of them left. I already finished one of them on this character. I apologize. So Test Your Might Part 1 is a PvP oriented one. If you want to get involved in PvP or 6v6 or things like that, you're going to want to do this quest line. This quest line gives you some nice PvP items that you need. Our Tower of Infinity, even these PvP items are great to go ahead and pick up to make your Tower of Infinity time easier. Get your PvP gear, get yourself going on PvP. It also gives you some Zen Beans, which you can go ahead and use to buy your Hongmoon skills. Work towards buying your Hongmoon skills anyway. That's not enough to buy any. But next one is Know Thine Enemy Part something or other. And so the Know Thine Enemy quest, what you're going to do is you're going to kill the 3 mini raid bosses. So the 3 mini raid bosses, if you click Weekly Challenge over here on the right, you're going to see 3 bosses: Meeting Magurna's Match, Echoes of the Past, and Undying Fire. To do those 3 quests, Magurna's Match, Meeting the Magurna, is in Kandavihar. in Kandavihar, if you go ahead and zoom down here, this dude gives you the quest for it, or you can just accept the quest from that weeklies menu, and this is where the boss is. To get into those, you're going to need to look into your faction chat or party chat or a region chat. Try and find somebody that's recruiting for one. To apply on their party, just right-click on them and then click Apply to Party. It's really that simple. It's super easy to get into those. For your other quests, the two that are in Gunwan City area, they are both in the Desari Palace Gardens. If you go ahead and click on the Desari Palace Gardens and you click right here, these are the two dungeons right here, Fallen Around the School and Snowjade Fortress, are located right here. And when you complete those 3 dungeons, you need to do them all in 1 week. You can't do them separate weeks to get it. It needs to be one shot. It doesn't matter the order you do it. You can do Snowjade Fortress, Dawn of Kandavihar, Fallen Around the School. It doesn't matter the order. As long as you get all 3 of those done, you get a whole bunch of Celestial Basin Peaches, as well as your first 3 pieces to your Skybreak Spire Soul Shield set. The Skybreak Spire Soul Shield set is one of the better Soul Shield sets in the game, and you're going to be wanting to get all 8 of those pieces eventually, so to get your first 3 pieces for free is fantastic. As you can see, I've got all 8 of them on this character, but those first 3 pieces for free is great. Okay, so that is that. Next one on your quest list is going to be the Dead Refused to Die. So the Dead Refused to Die, the reason why you want to do this one is because it gives you 250 Draken Cores. Draken Cores are used to buy your legendary accessories, your initial legendary accessories. These legendary accessories are awesome. I'm going to go ahead and show you where to buy those right now. But basically, to do that quest, all you got to do is beat Ebendrake Citadel, Desolate Tomb, and Naryu Foundry. Those 3 dungeons are relatively easy. You can just find them in parties with F8. Just click F8, go to Dungeon menu, and pick those 3 dungeons. And then after that, you have to clear floor 16 of Mushin's Tower, which is over here. Nope, that's Kandavihar, Mushin's Tower. And floor 16 is right here. You just got to kill, well, there's 2 bosses there. You just got to kill them. When you do that, you're going to get your 250 Draken Core bundle. So that 250 Draken Core bundle is redeemed at the Silverfrost Mountains in Zyway. So we're going to fast travel there to the Gossamer Inn real quick to go ahead and show you what I'm talking about. So I will see you in a moment. Alright, we've just landed in the Gossamer Inn area, and we're running over to the exchange merchant Kiyan, however you pronounce her name. It's K-I-Y. It's an interesting spelling. But anyway, this lady's sitting right here. She's wearing a red dress. We're going to go ahead and talk to her, and you can see that you can buy a whole bunch of different legendary accessories for Draken Cores. To be able to buy these legendary accessories, you need to have cleared the dungeon that's related to it 10 times. So the 3 that we're going to be looking at are Desolate Tomb, Naryu Foundry, and Naryu Sanctum are the 3 that you're going to need to run to go ahead and get these accessories. But basically, the ones you want to get are the bracelet, the necklace, and the belt. So with your 250 Draken Core bonus, you're going to want to pick up the Bracelet Chest. So to get the Bracelet Chest, once again, you need to clear Naryu Sanctum 10 times. If your bracelet does drop while you're running those 10 times, congratulations, you're very lucky. But regardless, to pick those up, the order you want to do is bracelet into their necklace into your belt. The bracelet, because it gives you most classes their biggest DPS increase. The necklace, because it also gives a large DPS increase. And the belt, because really it's not that much of a defensive increase, but it does give you a synergy with the necklace that increases your stats. So once again, you need to clear those 3 dungeons 10 times each. So Naryu Foundry, Naryu Sanctum, and Desolate Tomb. Clear those 3 dungeons 10 times each to be able to buy these with Draken Cores. As far as farming Draken Cores goes, because after you get those 250, the story doesn't give you any more, you're going to want to go ahead and farm Desolate Tomb. I recommend Desolate Tomb to farm. Reason I recommend Desolate Tomb is, even though it's not the easiest one to farm for Draken Cores, is because you get this attack power bonus after you clear it 100 times. So when you beat Desolate Tomb 100 times, you get an attack power bonus of +9. That attack power bonus is a nice little bonus, a little more damage, and you're killing 2 birds with 1 stone, basically. You get your Draken Cores, and you also get your additional attack power, so it's a great little bonus. But anyway, guys, those are your first things to do. That'll keep you busy for a while. You need to farm up 350 Draken Cores, you need a whole bunch of gold to get those gems, looking at your other stuff, crafting guilds, leveling those up, getting your other accessories. You're going to be busy for a while with that. It should definitely keep you busy for a couple weeks anyway. So I hope you do find the video useful. I hope it helps you to gear your character. If there are any questions or anything wasn't clear, comment in the comment section below. I will try to answer any questions that you have. Join me on Discord. The Discord link is in the link below as well, or the description below. And yeah, guys, I really try to help you. I really hope this video gives you an idea on what you should be doing and gives you some direction moving forward. So thanks for watching as always. If you liked the video, make sure to like and check out some of the other stuff on the channel. And if you do have any other questions, I do have videos on a lot of stuff, so check those out. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching as always. I'll see you at the next video. Peace.